All right. Welcome in to the PFA Football Podcast. PFA stands for Peak Fantasy Advice. I'm your host, Cole Peak, with my two co-hosts, Evan Peak and Jordan Peak. We are starting a new podcast, and hopefully this goes very well. Today, on our first episode, we're going to go over Same Face, New Place, and we are going to hit on the rookies a little bit and take the temperature on how we're feeling about the rookies. So, to get this thing started, we're going to ask Evan who his first Same Face, New Place is. Evan, what are you thinking about?
Same face, new place. Let's start out with Mike Evans to the 49ers. We chose three people, went through with a high who is going to do better ADP-wise. You got mid-tier where he's kind of going to stay the same, and low-tier where that ADP he's going to perform lower than. So I'm going to start with the lower. Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs is actually who I'm going to start with. His ADP is going around 10 to 12. He has high upside with a new team, but everything I see about him is injury prone. He's going to a team that hasn't had a dominant running game since Kareem Hunt rookie year. Mahomes possibly couldn't be back for the first 2 to 3 weeks, so that's going to hurt them too. They're going to have a passing game. The only upside I see is literally him going to that new team.
Okay, so your first one is Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs.
Yes, as who's going to perform less than his ADP.
Okay. You got any thoughts on that?
I mean, I think I don't think I will take him at the current place that he's going. But I do think that there's definitely a world where this guy finishes great. If Patrick Mahomes shows up and they can start playing, then I think he finishes great. But the biggest thing I have for it is, was Tyreek Hill the piece all along for the Chiefs to stretch the field, to open up the running lanes, to do all that stuff? And if he's not there, everything's clogged up, and it's been clogged up. Now, they won one Super Bowl, but since then it's just been a steady decline, it feels like. So,
See, I think that he's going right where he needs to be. I don't think it was Tyreek Hill. I don't think the Tyreek Hill piece matters. I think what it is they finally have a semi-decent back since they got rid of Kareem Hunt the first time. And it's just going to open up the passing game for anybody out there, whether it's Old Man Kelsey or Xavier Worthy.
your boy.
If Rashid Rice decides, he's more interested in football than jail. I've got a really good feeling about Kenneth Walker this year. He's one of those players that I'm probably going to let someone else draft unless he falls into the late second round, and then I'll think about taking him.
Let me butt in this short little thing. I went off of that ADP by position. So he was 10 to 12 for running backs taken. That is the standard mock draft we have been doing for our league, where he was kind of going on the running back list. I will not be taking him 10 to 12. If he falls to mid-second, yes, I will take him.
I just don't think there's a world where I take him.
Okay.
I'm with you. I don't think
Okay.
I will.
Well, that was it for Kenneth Walker. Who's your first Same Face, New Place, Jordan?
I'm gonna go with David Montgomery.
Okay.
I think that he is undervalued because of what happened at the Lions the past few years. I just think that he's undervalued. I think Gibbs outshined him, and he's going to a place where they want to run the football. The C.J. Stroud, the whole offense determines if they can run the ball or not. And David Montgomery, even though he's getting older, if we're talking redraft, right? So we have 1 year where they can run him into the dirt like they did Mixon or like they did fill in the blank. They tried to do it with Marks, but I think he's just a guy.
No.
But I think Montgomery still has enough skill to really explode this year and be a big winner, especially where he's going in the draft. People are really just holding and not taking him and not taking him. I mean, I've been taking him 2 rounds earlier than his ADP is. I'm
Okay.
big on him.
Okay. I'll touch on that. I love David Montgomery at the price that he's going. I don't necessarily want to take him earlier, and I think people are crazy if they let him drop. I think he's right where he needs to be. I think you're going to get the same old David Montgomery that you got at the Bears. I don't think you're going to touch the high-end performances that you got when he was at the Lions, because there was a good ham and egg going with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. I think you're going to get that same old David Montgomery. His boom game's going to be 15 points, and his bust game's going to be 10. And you know what you're getting from the guy. That's my opinion on David Montgomery. He's a great target, in my opinion, if you're going zero or hero RB.
So what do
In
you
the
think?
draft.
I mean, there's 133 rush attempts that he's just walking into. I mean, that's
can walk into
extra.
100.
I'm talking about extra from what he got.
He can walk into 133 rush attempts, but you're not running behind the same offensive line. You're not running with... When Gibbs is in the game, they are keying in on the backfield because he's that guy. And then when Gibbs is out of the game, they're not keying in on that backfield. Defenders are not keying in on the backfield. They're more worried about 14 out there. They're more worried about 1 out there. Going to make them look silly on a deep ball. David Montgomery is an above average running back, yes, but he is not someone that is going to win your league for you.
You don't think they're worried about Nico Collins?
They're not worried about C.J. Stroud getting Nico Collins the ball.
I mean, Nico Collins, when healthy, has been a top 10 fantasy receiver.
I understand that, but that's chuck and pray. That's not him beating him off of a dig route across the middle of the field because he's just that much better than the DB. It's, hey, Nico Collins outran the guy, and he's running under a pass that C.J. Stroud threw just as high as he did far in the air. So I don't believe that C.J. Stroud is a threat. I don't think there's any receiver on the team that's a threat other than Nico Collins, and I don't think that David Montgomery is going to be that guy, honestly.
You don't see David Montgomery finishing at best top 10, 9 or 10.
I don't think
for RB.
I don't think 10's in his cards. I think he's going to finish anywhere from running back 14 to 22.
I think a big factor is seeing what Joe Mixon did, and
I don't think David Montgomery is Joe Mixon.
Well, Joe Mixon was, I think, when he joined the Texans, was 30, 31 maybe, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think he was 28.
28. Well, David Montgomery's, I think, younger, if not the same age. You can fact check it.
I'll fact check it. That's fine. I'm just, even if he's younger, I don't think that David Montgomery is a better all-around running back than Joe Mixon. Skill-wise, I don't. David Montgomery is 29 years old.
Look at this geek pulling on his phone trying to win an argument.
Is that all you want to hit on?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of older running backs that are performing now.
That's
But
fine.
Look at
That's-
Derrick Henry.
I
Saquon.
don't think he's going to be a high-end guy. If you want him, then take him early. That's fine. There's more people for me to take.
All right, what you got, Cole?
All right, so my first is going to be Michael Pittman to the Steelers. I believe Michael Pittman going to the Steelers is fantasy death for that team.
For him.
For not just for him. I think it kills any receiver option that you have any hope for on that team. It's a major down arrow for Michael Pittman, and I think it's a major down arrow for DK Metcalf. Because now DK has competition. DK can't be the guy that does deep, intermediate, and short. He's got somebody that can run intermediate routes better than he can, and he's going to be taking those away from him. DK's still going to get the screens because he's got that high-end speed. He's still going to get the deep ball because he's got that big body and can box people out. He will not be getting the intermediate routes. That's going to be Michael Pittman, and you're never going to know where the touchdown's going to go because Aaron Rodgers will throw to Joe Blow from
Calvin Austin the third.
Indiana State University. And you're never going to know where that ball's going. And I think that it just spells death for the entire receiver corps of the Steelers.
Well, also, you got rookie Jeremy Bernard, and they said that he's going really good in training camp, so that takes it away.
So glad he's going to get 3 targets all year.
That dude's going to get way more than 3 targets all year. Way more. What do you think about Pittman, Bear?
I've never liked him personally with him on the Colts.
Well, why don't you like Pittman?
Because so about 2 years ago, I was on vacation with my family, me and Jordan over there, and so this is Mr. Commissioner. He's like a dictator when it comes to fantasy football. I was 1 minute late sending in my second round pick, who would have been Saquon Barkley, who finished running back 1. I drafted Jamar Chase in the first round, who finished wide receiver 1 that year. Okay? I didn't send it in enough time, and he said, you know what? Let's just give him somebody. And they drew out of a hat, and lo and behold, Michael Pittman was my second round pick.
Look, plain and
You gotta be more
simple,
prepared.
these
I gotta be
guys,
more prepared.
these guys are not as committed. They're not. Okay? What happened is so quick backstory on our home league. We're 13 years strong. We're coming up on year 13. We get together. We do a draft every year. All the guys. We do a competition that determines the draft order, and then we all draft that night together. These two decided to plan a vacation on the same weekend that the draft was.
It was like 2 months in
They
advance.
went to the vacation. I stayed at home. I ran the draft. It's what a good commissioner does. Now, I can't help it that they're at some show dinner in Tennessee watching knights fake fight each other. I'm
It's not-
texting
it is-
asking, who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want? I've got 10 other people at my house chowing down food and begging me to move this draft along. And these guys aren't responding. This guy was responsible enough to give me a list. This guy, no idea what's happening. So we wait 20 minutes for him to respond. Guess what? You're getting pulled out of the hat. Sorry, you got Michael Pittman.
You still screwed me over even though I sent you a list, but that's fine. Some people, they're great commissioners. Other people are great grandsons who, who's okay.
That's good. That's good.
All right.
I
Said, screw you, grandpa.
So my Pittman take is going to come later. I'll hit on Pittman later with different people.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you want to actually go into that now, or do you want to wait?
No, I'll wait till we
Okay.
get to it.
So that was my first. Evan, go ahead with your second, please.
Taking on, I'm going to go to Mike Evans to the 49ers.
Okay.
Mr. 1,000 yards, consistent. Well, how many years now?
No,
Well, he just broke
last
it
year.
because of injury.
Yeah.
But what, was
I
it
think it
like,
was 11.
that's a crazy amount.
Tied Jerry Rice.
I think with him going to the 49ers, they have a bunch of weapons. I think they're going to be worried about a lot of different things, and I think he's going to do really good for the 49ers. They haven't had this really good receiver since Deebo Samuel, and now that they got a guy, I know he's older and a little, injury prone because that was his first big injury, but I think he's going to make a good impact on that team and score well. I have his ADP for receiver is 21, and that's why I like it so much because I can see him definitely going wide receiver 13 to 16 in kind of my eyes, and he's getting drafted in the fourth round, late fourth, kind of early fourth.
Okay.
I like him personally. I like drafting running backs too, so I can have him as my first receiver. Or my second. That would be great.
What do you think about Mike Evans, old man?
I think Evans is old. I think he's losing separation. I think that he's still great. He's still his ability to play receiver is a great ability. Will I draft him in the 4th round? No. Will I love to get him in a trade piece if he doesn't come out and is electric the first few weeks? Yes. Do I think that he's going to finish kind of like he always does, maybe a little less? Yeah, I think it's pretty normal. I think this is the last year of Mike Evans. Whether that be he falls off or he goes out and plays well like he normally does, but this is the last year to start Mike Evans. Ton of targets that he'll be able to get.
I said that about a receiver that went to a red and white team once. I was really wrong. I feel like I'm negative Dancy on this episode, but Mike Evans is an avoid at all costs for me. I won't take him in the 4th. I won't take him in the 5th. I won't take him in the 6th. I like all the options that are better than him. If I can get him for cheap in the middle of the year, I might do that and stash him on my bench and hope he has a blow-up game the week that I play him. But Mike Evans is too old. There's too many young upcoming receivers. They just drafted a receiver. Ricky Pearsall showed signs, and I don't think Brock Purdy's better than Baker Mayfield. So I think he's going to a downgraded quarterback position.
I think you're criminally wrong on that take.
That's fine.
Brock Purdy is a
Please
better
take him in the
quarterback
4th.
than Baker. I'm not taking him in the 4th.
Yeah, if you want him in the 4th.
I'm not taking him in the 4th.
Take him in the 4th, baby.
What I'm saying is
Please.
I like him. I think he's going to drop, and I would take him if I don't have a receiver yet, and I'm in the 5th round, and I got my 4 running backs that I like. Brock Purdy is a better quarterback. He never has weapons ever because Ricky Pearsall tears his ACL every year. George Kittle tears his ACL every year. McCaffrey is a year-to-year basis tearing ACL.
Don't you slander
what?
George Kittle. Don't
I
slander.
love Kittle. Kittle bombs are awesome, but it doesn't matter when his meniscus is on the ground.
Don't slander the greatest tight end of all time.
That's crazy. That is crazy
He's
talk.
the greatest all-around tight end of all time.
Negative.
He's a left tackle playing tight end.
Have you ever heard of Rob Gronkowski? A better
I don't
version of
care.
George Kittle?
He's a great fantasy tight end. Congratulations. I'm so proud of Rob Gronkowski. George Kittle's a left tackle that can catch the ball. It's amazing.
If there's a left tackle that can catch the ball, it's Rob Gronkowski.
That's
I mean, if we're being real, it's Rob Gronkowski.
Great.
But Kittle is a huge football guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a football
I love
player.
him.
Football through and through.
Football player. I love watching him. The highlight reels of his blocking is my favorite videos. Those are my favorite videos.
So, one of my favorite things about George Kittle is he's just a great teammate. You don't hear him say negative about anything about any of his teammates. So that's why I love George Kittle so much. What's your
Besides Brandon Ayuk. But
no, he bombed on him.
Yeah,
But he's not viewing him as a teammate anymore. He thinks he's gone.
well, he's been a teammate for a long time, and he hasn't played.
Did y'all see his Twitter post? Brandon Ayuk's Twitter post?
Oh, did he say he was leaving again or staying?
No, he took a picture. He had this outfit on, like
Is he playing
crazy.
flag football?
I don't know. And he had his money spread out on his arm, and it was like, "Thank you, 49ers," or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm making money while sitting.
UFL?
I don't know, but apparently he's still getting money from the 49ers.
Hey,
Of course he is. I mean, he has guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
my next one, I'm actually going to hit DJ Moore.
Okay.
I think DJ Moore is getting way overhyped. I think because he's going to play with Josh Allen, he's just like overblown. All of a sudden, this great wide receiver one. I mean, if you look at it, he has consistently declined over the past 3 years. And then on top of that, there's only 56 vacated targets for the Bills. Now, is DJ Moore better than Keon Coleman? Yes, he's better than Keon Coleman. But at the end of the day,
Is DJ Moore better than Khalil Shakir?
at the end of the, in aspects, yes. In aspects of playing receivers, yes. Running short routes and getting open and finding grass, I don't know. I don't know. Here's what I'm saying. You can take it for what it is.
This might be our first.
The
and
last
episode.
1,000 yard season he had was in 2023.
Okay.
Okay, so if you believe in him and you want to take him, by all means, take the guy. Take the guy.
He's
But
young.
do you know whose team that is? It's not Josh Allen. It's James Cook.
It is. Yeah. It is
So
James
I
Cook. It's
don't
James
know
Cook's
why
team.
we're so up. Oh yeah, DJ Moore. Woo! I mean, we're not talking about Antonio Brown of the Raiders. We're not talking. I mean, what are we talking about?
The last time.
Hold on real quick. Is DJ Moore better than AJ Brown?
No.
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 Okay. Is DJ Moore better than DK Metcalf?
Yes.
How?
No.
Yes.
How? But the numbers don't say
Route
that.
running, speed, agility.
Not speed.
Okay, strength,
Okay.
contested
I'm
catch
just-
ability.
He's a tight end that's playing receiver. Yes.
And
Good job.
He's pretty big.
Yes, but you don't have to do contested catches when Josh Allen's fitting it in a pinhole,
Okay.
50 yards down the
Okay,
field.
is Josh Allen really fitting it in a pinhole, or is he thrusting the ball through the defender to fit in the pinhole?
Going,
I think there's
it's
a
going
difference.
through their body.
That's what I'm saying. There's a
getting
difference
to
there.
the receiver's hands.
Okay, well, when you throw it 100 miles an hour, sometimes it's hard to catch. That's what I'm saying. Now, James Cook's team, Josh Allen is a superstar. He's going to perform. But he's not doing what people think he's doing. That's not him. That's my take on DJ Moore.
I think with the new system, they got rid of Sean McDermott. I think they're gonna they tried, they got a receiver now. I think they're going to try to get him the ball more. I think he is a great pick for that. I think he's going anywhere from 6th to 7th round, 7th to 8th round, somewhere in that lines. He's not going super high.
He's minimal.
DJ Moore is going in the 6th round.
Okay, 6th to 7th round.
Really 5th to 6th round.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
I'd
Sorry.
take him early fifth. I mean,
I don't agree with
what?
that statement.
Okay.
I don't agree with that statement.
When did you become a DJ Moore guy?
He craps on Mike Evans.
But I understand that. I understand the Mike Evans hate. Like, I understand why. I don't understand why you cannot be a DJ Moore guy, and then he plays with Caleb Williams, and he's kind of a problem. Like
Caleb
there's
Williams is
ruffles.
the baby giraffe version of Josh
There's
Allen.
ruffles in the locker room of DJ Moore being a problem, and then we're taking him and we're putting him in there. Is he better than Stephon Diggs?
No, but that
Okay.
that was the whole point I was going to say. I'll jump in right
All right, go ahead.
Okay, Stephon Diggs, better receiver than DJ Moore. Okay, so
Absolutely.
I'm not comparing them 1-to-1 here. But what I am saying is the last time Josh Allen got above average receiver, which I think all three of us at this table can agree, DJ Moore is an above average receiver in the NFL.
I don't know.
This is going to be our last episode.
I don't think so.
I don't know if I can do this anymore. DJ Moore is an above average receiver. If Josh Allen gets an above average receiver, he is going to pour targets that way. He did it with Stephon Diggs. He tried to do it with Dalton Kincaid. He tried to do it year one of Keon Coleman. Neither one of them are good enough. Give him DJ Moore. Let him pour targets that way. And I promise you he's going to break one or two of them. And he is going to improve on, we'll take the early round 5 ADP. He will do better than early round 5. In a 12-man league, he will do much better than early round 5.
Well, let's
You're going to wish you would have taken him at the end of the 3rd, early 4th, easily.
Quick little 30-second timeout. DJ Moore had a rookie Caleb Williams, okay? And he also had young pieces of receivers around them. No, I'm not arguing with
And
you.
his 1,000-yard season, he had Justin Fields throwing him the ball.
That is true. But
Okay, I'm a huge panic button guy. He was just his panic button. Anybody,
And you don't think he's going to be Josh Allen's panic button?
Darnell Mooney was Kirk Cousins' panic button. Does that mean that Darnell Mooney is DJ Moore? No. I mean, what are we talking? We're talking about a guy that finished 50. What are we talking about?
You are out of your mind. He did
I'm not talking
finish
about this
50.
past year. I'm talking about the year before. In between his 1,000-yard season, he had like a 46 finish or something like that.
He finished at 32 last year, and then he finished at 16-6 the 2 years prior.
That's impressive. 32 is definitely a guy that you need to take. If he's so good, then
You're
why
right.
didn't
There
he
was
get over?
There was a young quarterback coming in, throwing to young receivers. It's a connection.
They're gonna
You
try
have
to push DJ Moore out of there.
You have a well-established quarterback that is going to be throwing the ball to an established receiver in the NFL. It's going to work.
Take him.
I will.
Good.
I'm
glad
glad you
you
like
take
it. Okay.
DJ Moore versus David Montgomery. All right, and I'll have Mike Evans.
All right. My second one is going to be Geno Smith to the Jets. Same face, same place for him.
Same place, same place.
It means nothing. Brees Hall's going to be the same person he was last year. Garrett Wilson's going to be the same person he was last year. Geno Smith is going to be the same person he was last year. It means nothing. All it means is those rookies, you don't want to take them. You want to avoid all Jets rookies. And you want to just, if Garrett Wilson's going in the 6th round, congratulations. Please take him there. He'll give you a few good games. Brees Hall, take him late 2nd, early 3rd. Be happy with it and move on. They're going to remain the same guys because they went from a bad quarterback to a bad quarterback, and Geno Smith will show no improvement for that team.
I think this segment for you was just like a hate on the Jets less than Geno. I think you use Geno to just crap on every Jets player.
No, see, when I talk fantasy, I'm not just talking about the player that moved. I'm also going to talk about the effects around him.
I agree, and that's why Brock Purdy is going to finish better than Baker Mayfield.
What you got to say about Geno?
All right, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet, and I'm actually going to read my notes instead of just going rogue.
Okay.
I put, he just sucks. I put, thank Pete Carroll. And I put, he's not even a bridge caliber guy. All right, I'm good.
Okay.
I didn't have anything. I had nothing.
All right.
Geno doesn't appeal to me at all.
Who's your last one?
Last guy.
Same
that-
place, new pace.
You are struggling.
Good
You are
Lord.
struggling.
It's a
We
tongue
need to
twister.
change.
Yeah, man,
we
go
need
ahead.
to change the title.
Same face, new place.
Sound it out.
There we go.
All right, I got Travis Etienne to the Saints. ADP for running backs is 17. I think he is going right where he should be. I think going to that Kellen Moore offense for the Saints, who had Saquon be the number 1 running back and everything, I think he's going to do just fine. He might touch 1,000 yards, maybe more than that. But the touchdowns is where it's going to hurt because in the red zone, they still got a guy and his name's Alvin Kamara. I know he's on the downfall, but I would be safe to say in that red zone, I think he's going to lose a lot of receiving work from Alvin Kamara.
So you
But
bring
what
his
I-
cane out there with him when he's running.
Don't ever slander Alvin Kamara like that ever again. Okay. For running backs 17, I think he is a safe option for picking him 3rd round, where he's going. Why are you looking at me
Early
like that?
3rd? You think he's worth early 3rd?
I think he is a safe option. Will I take him? Probably not, because I tend to 3rd round is more upside guys. But I think he is safe enough to where if you pick him, he'll do okay.
All right. I didn't know that I disagree with y'all so much. Like, let me put it this way. The Saints are going to be a much better football team this year than people realize what they're going to be. The Shuck, you know, like whatever everybody wants to call him, everybody mispronounces his name. He ended up playing very well at the end of the season. That doesn't necessarily mean great things for the next year, but they did go out. They got weapons. I think they signed a free agent lineman, but I'm not sure. Not a big name, but they tried to beef up the line. But here's my thing. Alvin Kamara is a New Orleans Saint. That's what he is. And as much as he's going to not be great, he's also going to get somewhat of a farewell tour. And I'm not going to take ETN at the beginning of the 3rd. If I can get him at the end of the season and they're trying to push to win the division, I'm happy to make a trade for ETN. But at the beginning of the year, before Kamara starts breaking down, I think there's going to be a lot of touch shares. I think that the Saints are just, I just don't think it's this year for ETN. I think it's next year. I think ETN has one more year, and it's not this year, it's next year. That's just my take on ETN.
You couldn't see him finishing running back 17 on there? That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't. ETN, even on the Jags, he had a fumbling problem. He's always he can always explode, but
Yeah.
he
was
also
running
can
back
have the
9 last
game.
year.
Well, he can also have the game where he scores -2 because he fumbled 3 times and they benched him because he can't catch the ball.
And he still finished
He also
running
got
back
pushed
9.
out by Bayshore too.
Yeah, I mean, if he was that great, they would keep him. But I just,
No, they just didn't want to sign him to a bigger deal.
I mean,
I'm not saying he's a great running back, guys. I'm saying I could see him finishing running back 17. That's all I'm saying.
I understand that it's a possibility, but what I'm saying is most people that take somebody in the early third, they're expecting that guy to be one of their starters.
I agree.
One of the 2 running backs or 2 receivers that they start.
I
Not
agree.
me. He's going to be my flex. But 2 running backs, 2 receivers in those first 4 rounds, that's what people are reaching for. And if I'm not willing to bank on Travis Etienne at those positions. I just don't think he's worth it. I think if you get him later in the year and Kamara's out and they're pushing for the division, he's a great player to have. Good for playoffs. I'll be happy to take him off your hands once he starts sucking at the beginning of the year.
Running back 17. I mean, he's never mind. Keep on going. You're good. You got anything about Travis Etienne?
I think David Montgomery will finish higher than Travis Etienne this year.
I think so too.
Throw that one out there.
I think so too.
Go
No, I mean
3 rounds later.
he hit on everything. I don't want to dive too deep into explaining what he just explained. So I agree with Jordan here. There's not a chance in the world I'm taking him in the 3rd round. I'd take Mike Evans over Travis Etienne in the 3rd round.
Come on, he's a dog, dude. Y'all quit disrespecting.
No, I am with y'all on that. What I'm going off strictly ADP for running backs.
Make your mind up.
What do you mean? What do you mean make my mind up?
Alvin Kamara's not going to take reps from him. He's old.
No, I literally said Alvin Kamara is going to take reps from him, but he's still, with taking some of those reps, like Jordan said, better at the end of the year. He will finish somewhere around 17 for running backs. That is
I mean,
all I'm saying.
I hear
and that's
you.
where he's getting drafted at.
I hope he does for you.
I'm not.
All right, who's your
All right, look, my
This
last
segment
one.
is stupid.
My last one's Kyler Murray. It's pretty simple. My take on him. Pretty simple. Kyler has played on a bad team.
You're
He's
talking
always played on a bad team.
my language here.
He's had the capability of finishing great in fantasy football. Is he a guy that I want as a GM to win a Super Bowl? Probably not.
Nope.
But as far as fantasy football is concerned, and having Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson taking the middle, and then them having to cover all of them, he's going to be able to run. He's going to be able to just chunk it up like he used to. He's going to be able to handpick what matchup he wants. And he's shown before that he can be an excellent fantasy football quarterback. My take is I'm pretty normal on Kyler, but I've never lost that Kyler can be a top 5 fantasy quarterback and help you win a league, especially if his ADP is 153.2. I mean, it's a perfect quarterback that I want to take at the end of my draft because I don't draft quarterbacks till then.
We'll be racing for him.
Well, there we go.
Whoever picks first in the final round or the second to last round, they're gonna.
Yeah, it's a perfect pick for the end of the draft.
I'll touch on this. If I don't get Kyler Murray, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm telling you right now, my number 1 receiver on the board, and it won't change come the end of July, middle July, early August, end of August. My number 1 wide receiver on the board is number 18. He's going to come out there with a quarterback that can actually get him the ball, and he's going to go stupid. And he's going to show everybody why he is the most talented receiver in the league to this day. I don't care what Jamar Chase did. I don't care what anybody else did. 18 is
I had that
the
take.
best player when he walks on the field.
I had that take. Me and Bear did a mock draft earlier, and I
Yeah.
took him 3.
I would take him.
Like literally, Gibbs went, Bijan went, and I took Justin Jefferson.
Gibbs 1, Bijan 2, Jefferson 3.
And he's not going till like late in
No,
the first
late
round.
first round.
And sometimes
If
he's getting to the second.
I am wide receiver heavy when I draft, especially if I draft late in the draft. If I'm late in the draft this year and I can get Justin Jefferson 1 and then Amon-Ra going in the early second round, if I can start with those 2, I'm going to be a problem again this year, boys. Y'all can expect ring 5.
CeeDee Lamb's dropping too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of receivers dropping.
So what's your take on Kyler?
I agree with everything y'all said. I just think it'll be kind of like a slow start maybe at the beginning. Just new scheme. But other than that, I think I agree with everything y'all say.
Okay.
Well, that's the other thing. Last thing I'm going to say is he's never had a coach like that.
No.
Like, he's never been in an organization
He's had to
like
do it by
that,
himself.
a coach like that.
The quarterback
It-
whisperer.
I mean, he's set up to have a great year.
KOC, baby.
I mean, people didn't think Sam Darnold was going to go out there and lead them all the way into the division. I mean, if you have a good quarterback coach, you can go a far way. Long way.
Okay. So that's it for Kyler. We're going to move on to my last one, the final. Same face, new place.
There you go.
And everybody's going to think I'm crazy for this because you're like, hey, this is fantasy football. Why are you talking about this? My final person is Myles Garrett. And like I've been doing this entire time, anytime we talk about somebody, we're going to rope in the whole team, and I'm roping in the whole team with this one. Okay? Myles Garrett going to the Rams is a huge upside for one player and a huge downside for every other fantasy relevant player on that team. Okay? In my opinion, that defense is too good to have an all-star quarterback, receiver. Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and Matthew Stafford will not be able to coexist with that defense. It's not going to happen. If you draft Puka Nacua or Devontae Adams, you are going to be hoping and praying they get the early touchdowns that game. And you're going to be hoping and praying that the running back don't get in. Because come second, third quarter, when they're blowing out all those bad teams, when they're playing the Cardinals twice a year, when they're beating down the San Francisco 49ers, who's trying to do a small rebuild that's not working. Seattle's the only team in their division that I can think would even stand a chance against them. And guess what? They get to play other teams too.
Yeah.
And other divisions are not as strong. I do not believe that there are going to be many close games this year. I think Matthew Stafford is just going to get his touchdowns early, and then it's going to be Kyren all day in the second half. I think if you could get Kyren in the third, middle of the third, late third, like he's going right now, you are getting the steal of the draft there. I think that could be one of my picks for fantasy MVP this year. I think he's going to get so many yards running the game down and so many touchdowns ending the game.
I agree with everything you say, but I personally don't think Kyren is going to make it to mid-third. I think he's going to go sooner than that with our league. There's like two people in our league that like to draft quarterbacks early and tight ends early. But other than that, everybody else is pretty good on picking up skill positions. So in our league, I don't think you got to use an early
Right.
third round to get him.
Because he's not going to get past me in the early third.
He's not going to get past me either.
I don't think in our league he's going to be in the third, but I think in most leagues the ADP where he's at,
He was on the championship team last year.
I think it's going to be
Fraudulent.
it's going to be hard to get him in the third. If he's in the third, take him. It's a no doubt or no brainer.
So how are we feeling about the Puka take?
I mean,
He's one of the hottest receivers in the game right now.
I know, but he can run any route, and he can be effective multiple different ways. And as much as I love that guy right there, as much as I love him, he's getting old, man, and he's going to be a red zone threat that could take away from Puka. I understand, but still, Puka can run so many different routes. He sits down in grass. He can run a Vegas route. He can run everything. Everything.
He can block.
And
That's what he's going to be doing.
it's hard
Third and fourth quarter.
It's hard for me to believe that as much as Sean McVay wants to run it down people's throat, he also likes throwing bombs. And I understand you say get it early, but they're also going to play some tight games. Do I think that he's going to drop out of the top 15? No.
Overall or
No, receivers. No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's
Yeah,
going to drop out.
but do I think that if people take him way up at the top of the draft, they're going to be disappointed? This year, yes. But, I mean, I understand Myles Garrett's really good, and the defense was serviceable.
But it's not just
the defense was serviceable. But adding Myles Garrett, I don't know if it creates that factor that you're talking about. I think I understand what you're saying. I don't know if it changes it that much.
It's not just Myles Garrett though. Myles Garrett's the biggest ad because he just broke the sack record. He did he won Defense Player of the Year, but it's also Trent McDuffie. It's the corner. It's the safety they added. It's
Cam Curl's really good.
It's
safety.
It's everything about that defense that is going to make it impossible for any average to below average team to stay in the game with them.
And also, if Aaron Donald comes back, man, I mean,
that's a pipe dream.
Yeah, I know, but
if it comes back, it just proves my point anymore. So.
His wife is getting so mad at people texting her on Instagram about, look, we can share Aaron Donald. It's just real funny seeing that on Twitter or X, whatever you call
All right.
That's gonna be it for Same Face, New Place.
it. You're getting a lot better at that.
Oh yeah, we went downhill in the middle there.
Very downhill.
We brought it back. Okay. So now we're gonna go into our rookie breakdown for the draft, and very quickly we're just gonna start with the highest pick and go with Jeremiah Love. What are you guys thinking about Jeremiah? Jordan?
Cluttered backfield, bad team, playing from behind a lot, phenomenal player. I think his talent's good enough if you believe in him to take him in the second. Am I super excited about that if I take a receiver in the first and Jeremiah Love is my RB1? No. But that's not how I build my teams. If he falls to the third, I take him for talent no matter what. Like, I take him no matter what in the third. In the second, I feel like I'm reaching for him. And you can say what you want about, Algier, but the dude just doesn't go away. He doesn't go away. And
if he's taking touches from someone like Bijan.
He's going to take touches from Love, and I think throughout the year, Love will get better and more productive and stuff like that. But even saying that, I don't know the Cardinals' schedule, and if the Cardinals' schedule is bad at the end of the year, he may not get that.
The Cardinals have to play the 49ers, the Seahawks, and the
But that's my point. So
I mean,
what are their out of division games, and if they're bad?
I mean, they're gonna have a decent schedule because they were low. I mean, this.
No, I know, but I'm saying just think about what I'm saying as far as he is not. There's nothing that screams he's set up for success.
Okay.
There's my point.
I agree. I mean, not only Tyler Algier, I know James Conner's getting old, but you still got him, and you got Trey Benson still too. I mean, he was supposed to be the lead back, and then he also tore his ACL, I think. So I agree. I think it's an Ashton Genty situation, but worse. I don't think he's going to score as good as Ashton Genty did last year, but he's such a good talent that it makes you want to draft him.
All right, I guess I'm gonna be the odd person out here again. I got a question.
Come on.
Trivia question. Can we name the last two running backs that got taken in the top 5?
Saquon Barkley.
That guy right there.
Was it? Didn't Genty go 5?
Mm-mm.
Saquon Barkley and Reggie Bush.
Nope.
I don't know.
You got a guess for the second one?
Was it Bijan?
No. It was actually Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
And Zeke came in, finished as running back 3. Barkley came in and finished as running back 2.
On a much different team.
Draft a guy in the top 5, much less the top 3, you're going to get your return on investment. I don't think it matters that Algier's there. I don't think it matters that Connor's there. And Trey Benson's probably a cut candidate at this point.
Yeah.
Give me Jeremiah Love in the second round. If I go receiver first pick and I get Jeremiah Love as my first running back, I'm going to be happy with that. I will be ecstatic with that.
I don't think anybody's scoffing at that, though.
Like, no, I don't think anybody's scoffing at that either.
It's more of a, do you want to take the chance?
I would love to take the chance.
That's kind of my thing.
If the NFL thinks he is good enough to go in the top 3.
Well, the NFL doesn't. Arizona does.
Well, that's a good point. All right, rookie number 2. Evan, what you think about Carnell Tate?
Personally, I love Carnell Tate. I like the situation he's going to. Titans probably going to be playing from behind a lot. I think he has a chance to boom pretty good. Cam Ward needs somebody he can rely on, and I think that's the guy. I think Carnell Tate is the guy. They beefed up their O-line. Their running back core sucks. I think Nick Singleton is going to take it over by the end of the year, but
we're hitting rookies, and you're going over.
That's
other
probably
rookies.
like we're going to hit that in 30. We'll hit him in 30 minutes, but I like him. I personally think he's going to do pretty good.
Okay. You want to go or you want me to go?
You go ahead. I'll go last.
I think Cam Ward sucks. I mean, I think every time he had a good game, it was a fluke. I don't like Cam Ward. I don't think he's good. Carnell Tate is, I hope he gets pushed up in the draft. I hope somebody takes him in the 3rd round, in the 4th round, in the 5th round, so that leaves another player for me to take. I pray someone drafts Carnell Tate, so I don't have to watch him on the board.
I can be very quick with it. I think Carnell Tate is going to lead receiving in Tennessee. What that means, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Cam Ward either. They are going to be playing from behind, but that doesn't mean that that's Carnell Tate's route tree. Saying that, though, I know everybody doesn't know, but I am a running back heavy drafter. I mean, I will draft some running backs. One year I've taken 6 running backs in a row without a receiver. Now, I don't do that every year. That was to prove a point. But saying that, Carnell Tate would be
6 running backs. I can only play 4 of them.
Carnell Tate.
Yeah, we have 2 running back spots and 2 flex spots, by the way.
And I'll make a trade.
And how many trades do I get done right before week 1?
With me?
In
Probably
total.
every year.
Every year, right before week 1.
You interrogate them.
Take
Take DeAndre Swift from me. Take him.
No,
I drafted him in the 3rd.
I give you who
I
I give you who is available on my team, and they can choose to take them or not take them. But it's not my fault that your running back 2 is, Tyler Algier. I mean, you should have drafted better. You should have taken more running backs. And that's the way I draft. That's what I do. Saying that, most of the time now I go with 4 and maybe grab a 5th. Carnell Tate would be the perfect receiver 2 on my team because I could play the upside game, stuff like that, which really would be my last flex spot is kind of the way I played on my team. But that's it for Carnell Tate, really.
Okay. Next up, we're going to go with the big boy that went to the Saints. We're going to go with Jordan Tyson. I'll start. I like Tyler Shuck. I think he is a average NFL quarterback. I think he can get the ball to almost every point on the field. And I think that he is going to be a solid late draft pick in your draft this year. You're going to pick him. You're going to be able to start him in games that they're going to be in shootouts, and you're going to be happy with it. He's going to be a good flex fill-in position for when somebody's on buys or someone is, you know, if you got an injury and you need him to play for a couple weeks for you. You know, you might get a game where he has 3, you might get a game where he has 20, and you might get a game where he has 10. I mean, he's going to be one of those players that's going to be hit or miss all season long. Depends on the touchdowns, and honestly, I mean, he's an end of the draft pickup for me. That, you know, not very end, but later, you know, round 10, round 11. Wouldn't mind getting him there and, you know, stashing him and, you know, bye-week fill-in kind of guy.
I think he's had a lot of injuries. I think he's going to have a slow start. And I think that where he's going in the draft, where most people will take him, I'm not going to take him. Do I think that he could be a piece in a trade that I'd be happy with at the end of the year, fill-in spot like you're talking about? Yeah. But actually drafting him, he's just kind of not on my radar just because I just don't like where he's going. I don't like the injury coming into the season. I don't like having the hammy thing. I don't like. It's just a lot of things that I don't really care for to pick him. That's
Okay.
basically it.
I pretty much agree with what you say. I think he's going to be. I mean, he's going to be the wide receiver 2 on that team behind Chris Olave, and this ain't like a T. Higgins wide receiver 2 yet. I mean, he could be, you know, in the future, a couple of years, but
Yeah.
I don't like starting wide receiver 2s in general, but I pretty much agree with what you say. He could go out there and
That's why you never win the championship.
never win the championship. Sorry, I don't trade my best buddies and get all their good players every year. I could have chosen different words.
How many trades do you get done with Jake here?
1.
3.
No, negative.
All right,
Negative.
so we're going to move on after that. We're going to go to Mekhi Lemon
I'll give you Tony
being
Pollard for
drafted
Justin Jefferson.
by the
Except
Philadelphia Eagles. Evan, go ahead. What you want to say about him?
when he got drafted, he was supposed to go to where first, and then the Eagles traded up? Steelers. And when that happened, it showed that Philly wanted him. And I think once he gets done with this injury, little thing he's got going on, I think he's going to perform pretty good. On what level, I don't know. I personally like Mekhi Lemon. I think he's a dog. I think he's got that dog mentality. He showed it at USC.
Do you want to be mean to him, or do you want me to?
He's going to be under Devontae Smith.
No, I just want to know if he can stalk block. Does he know how to do that?
No.
He's pretty small.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay. All right.
Devontae Smith doesn't know how to stalk block.
Here's the reality of the situation with the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts has to win games, or he's going to lose his job. Okay, and Saquon Barkley did not play well last year because no running back plays well coming off of 450 carries through a Super Bowl season. Okay, bring him back. He's going to be better this year. They're going to be running the ball down people's throats again, and over the past 2 years, if I've learned anything from A.J. Brown, it's that deep ball is going to Devontae Smith, and I hope that Mekhi Lemon doesn't get outperformed by whatever horrible free agent receiver they picked up. Mekhi Lemon is off my board.
I don't have it wrote down, but I'm pretty sure they drafted a tight end too. That's
They
like
did.
super
Yes.
athletic.
Yeah.
Like he's like a very good
Mhm.
receiving tight end. Now I don't think that tight end is going to start right away, but if you're looking for Mekhi Lemon to take Devonta Smith's deep ball, I don't think he will.
No.
And so then that leaves, what are you going to run? Middle to short routes, and you got a good tight end with another good tight end behind
After the
him.
best year of Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, and I mean, what are you talking about? And then you have Saquon for even the short routes.
They're
too.
going to come out.
He's a pass catcher. I just think Mekhi Lemon doesn't have a shot this year to be great. Could he be JSN the first year he went to the Seattle Seahawks? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if he can bust out like that, but as far as this year is concerned, Anybody who drafts him for me is one extra spot that I get to give a guy I want.
There you go.
That's the way.
Where's he going in drafts?
I don't know if I
to be
wrote.
honest, I don't.
Yeah, I don't
I'm-
know if I wrote
I'm-
down his draft spot. It was kind of
With-
lower.
With what I was saying, it's one of the instances where I'm not picking him high early rounds.
Yeah.
But if he's there and I'm low on receivers, I'll take a chance on him. I personally like him. If you trade up for a guy, make a big deal about it, they're about to pick him. I think they like him, and I think there's a chance he can
I
shine.
hope you do pick him so I can take Kyler Murray that round.
That's fine. If I can get him when you take Kyler, I'll be very happy.
All right. Next one, second to last one, and then we'll see if anybody wants to hit anybody after that. KC Concepcion. The Browns suck. I mean, Shedeur Sanders, Deshaun Watson. Deshaun hasn't been good since he was throwing to
Is Dylan Gabriel still on the team?
Yeah, he's still on the team.
So-
this
Okay.
guy. No,
No.
not that guy. This guy.
That guy.
Since he's under this guy. And, yeah. I mean,
Don't disrespect this guy.
he's great. I didn't mean to disrespect him. No,
I
but
think all these people are great.
my boy D Hop up there won many championships. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Casey Concepcion's on my board. I don't think he's anywhere close to it. I don't think that he's even going to be one of those guys that I'm watching on the waiver wire, seeing if he has a good game. If he has a good game, it doesn't matter to me because I think Shedeur could come out and throw 4 interceptions the next game, or Watson.
I think that everything you just said is the reason you're wrong.
Okay.
I think that because the Browns suck and because they will always be trailing, and everybody is just going to back up and say, please throw me the pick downfield, that those are KC's routes. He also rushed the ball at A&M. He can run very short routes, very fast, and get very open. In the NFL, it's not proven yet. I'm not saying he's a league winner. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, not on radar. He's definitely on my radar. A person that I want, that I could possibly fill in. Because if you're losing every game and they're leaving the middle of the field and the short of the field wide open, and you're in half point or full point PPR, I can see where the other guys become irrelevant. And this guy is just running around. What was it, Corey Coleman that played for the Browns?
Yeah.
I think that this guy has a chance to be who they wanted Corey Coleman to be. That type of player for the Browns.
Can he stop block?
He actually is a very aggressive player. I don't know if you watch. I don't know
Kyle
if you.
Lemon's not.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I don't know if you watched him with the Texas game, but I mean, dude's a dog. Like, he is good.
I have no doubt. I don't watch much college football, but
He's also the first receiver they took.
Cleveland horrifies me.
They took him before they took Boston. They wanted him. There's a reason they picked him. But I mean, you got to fit a role. Somebody has to touch the ball there.
All right. What do you think, Evan?
I hate Cleveland. I really do. But he is, like, to me, the only bright spot on that team.
No, Judkins.
Oh, yeah, Judkins.
Quinshot.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to draft him. And Harold Fannin. He's not bad. But out of the receivers, I think he's going to shine the most for all of them. I think Jordan's partially right. I think you're partially right. The team just sucks. So,
Okay.
I mean, he's going late rounds. If I snag him for that off chance, I'll take it. I would draft him very, very late rounds for sure.
All right. Last one I've scheduled to hit is Jadarian Price.
You want me to start?
Sure, start.
He scares me. Zach Charbonnet still there. I think it's going to be another Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, but instead of Jadarian Price being the Kenneth Walker, he's going to be the Zach Charbonnet. And I don't think any running back on that team is going to produce extremely high. Maybe at the end of the year, Price, if they're winning games by a good bit, he'll get some more touches. I just don't like the Seattle's backfield too much. And it seems like they I don't like the running game last year. I don't like it this year. It just scares me. I would take him late. He's a rookie. He has a chance of doing good, but not where he's going. I think he's going too early, in my opinion, in drafts.
My guy?
Yeah.
Jadarian Price will outscore Jeremiah Love this year in fantasy football. Jadarian Price and Jeremiah Love are different backs, but are almost just as effective. Jadarian Price got drafted, let it be the end, but in the first. And he is going to play for a Super Bowl team. And he is going to start in front of somebody that never had a chance of starting, even when other people got hurt. He is much better, will be the starter from day one. He will trot out with the ones, and he will outscore Jeremiah Love as a rookie running back this year.
Okay.
Next year, I don't know. But
Okay.
this year.
Me and you do this all the time when we're just talking on the phone privately. We make year-long bets, and then at the end of the year, no one pays out.
That's because I win them all and you get mad.
That's not true. We have a recording.
Yeah, this is definitely recorded.
I hope
At
so.
the end-
If it's not, I'm done.
At the end of the year, this year, let's agree that if Jadarian Price does not outscore Jeremiah Love, barring injury,
Well, I should get odds. I mean, I'm taking the lower odd.
you're the one that came out and said this.
No, but okay, that's
We're
fine.
not nuts.
Well, then
We're not
how about
nuts.
this? How about this?
You want the hot take, then take the hot
Okay,
take.
but it's going to be for the competition for draft spot. Somebody gets a disadvantage.
No. If I win, I get to dress you for the next podcast that we do, and if you win, you get to dress me.
No, I mean, within reason.
Okay, within reason. That's fine.
Within reason.
That's fine.
With my acceptance.
I can't.
With my
like,
approval.
If you lost or I lost, I can't be on a video looking a certain way.
No,
when I'm
no,
showing-
that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All
Yeah.
right.
No,
Yeah.
you're just gonna have a big Mike Evans jersey and all Mike Evans everything since you hate him.
No, I'm going to put you in a full three-piece suit. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, really?
He's going to be sweating his tail off.
No, you're
I'm
just
gonna
gonna
turn the
get
fan off.
Pointy dunce hat. That's what you're gonna get.
Okay, deal.
Deal.
Shake on it. Okay. Jeremiah Love,
You see that?
Jadarian Price. Is there any other? I don't want to leave out anybody that y'all are feeling as far as rookies. Are there any other rookies y'all want to talk about?
Singleton.
Okay.
Singleton. He's going really late, very late, like last round late. I think Tajay Spears, if he was good enough to win the role, he would have done it by now. I think Tony Pollard's on the down slope. I like Nick Singleton a lot, and I think at the end of the year, if you're in the playoffs and you need a running back to start, and the team's doing crappy, they're going to put out the rookie running back and try to get some points. So,
Okay.
I do too. I just think he's a dynasty player. I'm gonna take him as a flyer every time at the end of the draft, just
that's
for the
why I'm at
chance,
with you.
you know. But like, yeah, I'm gonna speed run some. That way, it doesn't take very long. Jerry Bernard will be the best receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He will be the only spark that the team has, and that dude can make any contested catch. He is a aggressive ball hawk, is what he is.
He's an Alabama fan, just in case you don't know.
we are
And-
all Alabama.
Well, I mean, then I would be big on other players, but I'm not. I'm big on him. When the
And
ball's
he
up in
loves
the
Jam
air,
Miller.
when the ball, no, I don't. When the ball's up
Ty
in the air,
Simpson, quarterback one.
he goes and gets it. And here's my only caveat. My only caveat is the first game he has got to prove to Aaron Rodgers that he is the guy. And if he does, Rodgers is going to feed him the ball.
Jordan's
Oklahoma
favorite
defender.
Alabama player ever, Jalen Milroe.
Oh yeah,
He
phenomenal.
loves
Huge fan. Huge fan. The other one is Antonio Williams, 4-4 guy. I know this is his first year with Washington, but if you look, there's always been a guy, the second guy, that has emerged and then emerged and disappear. And I just think that he's talented enough to.
Dotson.
Yeah. Like I think he's talented enough to be fantasy relevant this year.
What could have been.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with him. But other than that, everybody else is very situational based. Like, you need stuff to happen for them to become relevant, in my opinion.
Are you done?
I agree. I'm just avoiding all rookies past those 6 and some of the 6, some of the 7 that we talked about. So,
I got one more. Kenyon Sadiq, awesome talent. Love him when I
do you know who's throwing him the ball?
when I get him in Madden. If I play in Madden, I want to draft him every time. But the Jets, they're so bad. I think it was a terrible pick by the Jets. You could have upgraded somewhere else, but this is a fantasy podcast. I think where he's going above a guy like Chig Okonkwo. I think Chig is actually going to do great at Washington. He's going to fill Zach Ertz's role. I'm not picking Kenyon Sadiq. That is a guy I'm not touching at all.
Okay.
Gotcha. Well,
We're good there?
anything else with the rookies?
I think that's it. That's going to wrap up the first episode of the PFA podcast.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it.
Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know anything in the comments that you think you want to hear more about, whether it's our home league or whatever it is.
Or if we're wrong or stupid or dumb,
Yeah, this guy will argue in the comments with you all day.
Yeah, I'm there for it.
Thank you for watching. See y'all.